Hello friends, today we are going to see remaining part of The Lost Forest written by Johannes Jensen. We have seen in my previous lecture or previous video some part of the extract, and for the link of the story we are going to see the last para which we have already seen in my previous video. Cora now aged, but his slave was still in his prime. He was still stout, strong, and able to do each and everything. Cora fed him well that he might live long, kept him clean that he might be in good health, and the reasonable intervals whipped him so that he should be meek and respectful. It was an old and rotten thought that somebody is whipped, then and then only he will respect you. But at that time the situation was very crucial. Slaves and owners. Slaves are sold in the market openly. So all these things happen in that period. And that's why, for getting the respect and putting him a meek, Cora sometimes whipped the slave. Nor did he stint with rest. Every Sunday the slave was free to sit on top of a knoll and stare out into the west. So each Sunday was really a Sunday for that slave. It was holiday for him, and that's why he used to go to top of the hill. He used to sit there and stared at the west. Cora's farm yielded in abundance. Cora developed his property. Some field, some area he took on rent, and now it becomes a very large area. He purchased woods and cleared them and put them under the plough that his slave might have work. Some woods or some jungles he purchased. He cut all the trees of that wood and brought them under the plough that his slave might have work. And the slave felled trees with a will. Cora was wealthy now. Because of that slave, he expanded his farm, expanded his field in acres. Cora was wealthy now, and one day he brought home a female slave. One day he brought home a female slave, just like a male slave he brought before a few years ago. So he brought female slave one day. The years passed, and in Cora's house there grew up 6 stalwart slave boys. There is a marriage system in Indian culture. I don't know exactly at the time whether the marriage system was existed in that nation, but by coming together, both the Slavs, both of them gave birth. Actually, that lady Slav gave birth six stalwart Slavs. Like their father, they worked diligently, industrious. All of them were industrious. Only when one is working does the time pass, their father told them. Father means the old Slav told his children that if you work hard, then and then only you will survive. And when the time has passed, weary, we are born into the everlasting forests. Every rest day he took his sons with him upon the knoll where they could watch the setting sun, and he taught them longing. The Slav with his children used to go to the top of the mountain and sit there on every Sunday and stared towards the west, and the old Slav used to tell the stories of their belongings to his children. Cora was old and decrepit. He had indeed always been old, but now there was nothing of him left but age. The first Slav that Cora brought became old now, and only old age is with him because he was unable to work hard. He was unable to show his stoutness and strongness by working in the field. His son had never been strong, but they had nothing to fear from anyone. Kora's son was not strong and stout, but they had nothing to fear from anyone. They means Korah and his son. Both of them did not have fear from that Slav and his strong and stout six children. For each of the Slavs could fell a man with one blow of a club. They were splendid fellows. The flesh was tight on their iron muscles, and the teeth were like tigers. But the times were safe enough. The Slavs swung their axe and felled trees. With the physical stoutness, the six children were working for Korah and his son. Korah and his son purchased or had taken more land on a rent. The land with forest, the land with woods. Six stalwart Slavs used to cut all the trees of the land, and it becomes a very clear land to plow. under cultivation. Korah and his son brought all this land under cultivation, and through that process, Korah became more and more rich. Actually, this is the story of a slave. As I have already said that there is no name of that slave mentioned in the story. The story is translated by Henry Kamager. There are questions in one word, one phrase, or one sentence. There are some multiple choice type questions, and there are comprehension questions or long answer type questions like short notes given below under this extract on page number 79 and 80. You can go through all these questions and try to solve it in a proper manner, in a proper way. There are multiple choice of questions. I would like to explain one or two questions as samples. Johannes V. Jensen is a dash writer. You have to put word by selecting under four alternatives. And four alternatives are A. Danish, B. Canadian, C. British, and D. Chinese. Johannes V. Jensen is a Danish writer. Then another example is the slave began to long for the whence he had come. I repeat once again. The slave began to long for the whence he had come. Option 1, city. Option B, forest. Option C, British. And option D, mountain. And the right answer is forests. So like this, you have to select a proper answer and rewrite the question once again so that you will remember all the answers of all the questions. And you also try to solve other questions, one sentence answer type questions or multiple line question. You can call it as short note, or 3 to 4 sentences answers you have to write there. So go through it once again. I would like to suggest you that you should reread the whole extract or the lesson Lost Forests and try to remember it. Thank you.